Mud and debris from the Thomas Fire burn area crashed onto the freeway.
The 101 is closed from Ventura to Santa Barbara.
It's closed at the 150 northbound and just south of Carpinteria, and closed at Milpas southbound. And
CBS 2's Amy Johnson is live at the hardest hit area, the 101 in Montecito. Amy.
Well, Pat and Rick, just to give you an idea, that debris and mud came down from those hillsides over the northbound side, over the southbound side, and then down into some houses. Crews have made a huge dent in all this debris that's been resting on the roadway, but their work, well, they still have a whole lot of it. Take a look on this side. This stretch of the 101 looks more like a swamp than a highway. Crews are working nonstop to clear the 101 in Montecito. The storm sent mud and debris across the busy highway, leaving cars, SUVs, even a boat stranded in what now looks more like a swamp instead of a highway.
No, that storm was crazy. Woke me up, and then I looked out in the sky and it went orange, and it was from a fire, from I think electrical fire, so that was pretty eerie.
Danielle Murphy works for ServPro. She came to the area to clean up fire damage. Now there's a whole new mess to deal with.
We got called up for the smoke damage because there wasn't enough help from ServPro. So we're just up here for a month, we thought, but I think it might be longer.
People who live next to the highway are forced to walk. Cars aren't being allowed through the muddy area.
Now I work at Cottage Hospital and I'm not going to be able to get there. So I'm trying to figure out how I can actually walk out and then someone could pick me up.
Paul Nguyen lives on the south side of the 101 and thought he was safe there during the storm.
I saw mud starting to leaking in and said, okay, I got to get out without knowing where I'm going to go at 4 a.m. in the dark. I mean, where should I go?
He says his rescue was eerily familiar.
I was a refugee in 1980. Trying to 20 times to get out of the country, communist Vietnam. I got rescued by U.S. Navy, and I said, oh, is this the second time? Because, you know, we had flood before, but nothing like this. Very sad.
And back here live, you can see that Range Rover resting in the mud there on the 101, as well as a trash can and other items in this water. Still so much work to be done, but Caltrans tells us again that they expect to have this all cleaned up and back open midday on Monday. Send it back to you in the studio.